Today on Monkey Life, the park comes to the aid of two marmosets seized by the RSPCA, and Alison is truly shocked by the appalling condition of the male.
Koba's really in a profoundly bad way. I don't know that it's going to be the right thing to keep him going.
Newly arrived orangutan youngster Cayenne is put in her place by matriarch O'Sheen.
Oh, Sheen. All of these people are so annoying.
Was that your idea to have all these kids?
And Capuchin Louisa reaches out the foot of friendship to male crush Matty. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
You just never know how it's going to work.
The park provides a home for more than 260 primates from 25 different species. Late last night, Alison received an email from the RSPCA with photographs of two common marmosets. She was shocked by what she saw.
One of them is profoundly debilitated, which is the male. The other one actually looks in somewhat reasonable condition, but the male is now completely debilitated. He's profoundly ricketed. The majority of his tail has either broken off or a way it's healed over. He's completely collapsed and can only shuffle on the ground, so he has one of the worst cases of rickets or nutritional bone disease that we've ever seen. Sometimes these cases are just so tragic, it's heartbreaking.
With still no change in the law governing the keeping of primates as pets in the UK, the number of small primates needing help keeps growing. Monkey World is often the first port of call for these pet trade victims, and the team are used to dealing with emergencies. Primate care staff member Steph is already preparing temporary accommodation for the pair, who are on their way from West Yorkshire.
This is really different from what we'd normally do. His room, I'm actually going to put almost no perching in at all. We don't want to encourage him to get up off the ground until we know that he can. If he looks like in the photos that his back legs are pretty seized up, so until he's got better mobility, you kind of want him staying low so you know he's not going to fall and damage himself.
The two marmosets have been on the RSPCA's watch list for more than 3 months, after being discovered living at a home in poor conditions. A local vet examined them and recommended improvements. But when the RSPCA returned a few weeks later, the male's condition had deteriorated even further.
He deserves a chance. You can see his legs are totally seized up. That's her. She's been taking the lion's share, assuming it is a girl. And I think he just can't move.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's Skeletor. Shameful.
He looks awful.
Yeah. I'm not sure that this is going to be a good or pleasant case, but I
worst
think it's...
case, we can peacefully help him go instead of suffer on.
Yeah, correct.
If the male, named Koba, is to survive, he's going to need an enormous amount of help and care, along with therapeutic doses of vitamin D for his bones. But even that might not be enough. It's late in the evening when the RSPCA finally arrive at the park with Koba and the female, Lola.
You're right. Long drive.
The pair are taken straight to the park's hospital, where temporary bedrooms have been prepared. The condition of the male will need to be assessed before the pair can be moved into one of the marmoset houses.
Oh, goodness, look at you, little man. Such tiny ear tufts. Yeah, he looks knackered.
Lola is first to emerge from the travel crate.
Look at you.
Tail through as well. Good job.
She appears mobile, although very thin and missing patches of fur. Koba remains in the box, frightened and bewildered. The team are unsure if he's even able to move.
I just hope these guys can do it, can do the magic. And if anybody can, they can.
With Lola watching on, Steph tries to entice Koba out.
There you go. Want to do it? That tail.
Good boy.
Oh, well done.
Eventually, he manages to shuffle himself into his new home.
Koba's really in a profoundly bad way. I don't know that it's going to be the right thing to keep him going, but we're going to give him that therapeutic dose of D3 and a day or two. I think at this point in his life, Steph and I, neither of us can really tell how elderly he is. He's so malnourished, wasted away, and with such bad rickets. It's hard to tell his facial features, whether they're old or just compromised because of his medical condition. So at this point, I think we'd like to give him a day or two's chance unless we find him struggling to even move. And at the moment, he's still got will to shuffle around.
The priority now is to get food and fluids into the pair. Steph has prepared a variety of healthy but delicious marmoset food, and she's filling waxworms with vitamin D3, good for strengthening bones.
Oh, this looks tasty. Let's come in here and get it. Good job. Watch tail. Thank you.
If Koba is going to have any sort of future, the next 48 hours will be critical. It's been a busy few days for one of the park's other new arrivals. 5-year-old female orangutan Cayenne has been getting to know all 4 of her new housemates. She's been introduced to each one individually, and so far, things are progressing well.
You can never predict how these things go. Sometimes they go brilliantly and go really, really fast. Sometimes they're very long-winded and take a very, very long time to sort out. This one, very pleasantly, has been really good so far. We've had no negative behaviour really as such at all to worry about. So yeah, I'll be really happy if we can get this group together this quickly. It'll be quite an achievement. And obviously the rest of the guys in this house, more importantly, will be much happier having the house back as well. And Cayenne will have a family finally to live with. So she'll be happy as Larry. So yeah, very excited about the prospect of all this going so well. So fingers crossed. Okay, guys, I'm opening.
Today will be the first time the whole group has come together with Cayenne. It's too soon in the process for her to experience the nursery group's outdoor enclosure. So James is giving them access to the connecting tunnels that run from their bedrooms to the outside.
Go Mimi. Go Rika.
With the girls all lined up, he tries out a cooperative drinking session.
We've got the whole group together now, so Cayenne started off being a little bit timid again at the start, a bit unsure about everything, all the new slides opening up and everyone being together, but she's suddenly got her confidence back again a bit now. Bulu's gone a little bit on the shy side again, which is how he's made his approach, to be honest, the last 2 times that he's met her. So I'm kind of just waiting for Bulu to come out of his shell a little bit again. Here he comes now. Good boy, Mr. Bulu.
The team have been delighted to see how well Cayenne is getting on with young Mimi. The pair have a lot in common.
Both Bornean and both like basically the same size. And, you know, of course, both are orphan girls, but, it's nice that they're all learning how to interact with each other and respect the fact that different people have different opinions. It's the key to this whole orangutan nursery crest situation that they all learn to socialize and get along with each other. Even though orangutans are semi-solitary in captivity, it's much better if they can deal with each other and have good manners and behavior. And so far, we're doing pretty good.
But Cayenne still has a lot to learn.
Bulu does it a lot too as well.
Good girl, Oisin.
especially where matriarch O'Sheen is concerned.
You don't get the message, do you, then?
I just don't know whether she wants her attention or if or is she trying to annoy her. It certainly doesn't back her off.
Are you sure?
Oh, Sheen. All of these people are so annoying.
Was that your idea to have all these kids?
Cayenne may need to acquire more skills when it comes to social etiquette, but so far the youngster has taken everything in her stride.
Really, really happy with how it's gone. She's got her confidence up completely with all of them. Bulu's still acting quite shy around her, but also very interested, and he's come up with cooperative feed. So a few minutes ago, I actually had the whole group all in a line, all cooperatively having some juice from me, which was really fantastic to see. I didn't think I'd get to that point so soon. So yeah, fantastic for Cayenne and fantastic for all the orangs in the nursery. So yeah, she's lots to learn, lots of exploring to do. So yeah, I think she's going to have a good old home here.
It's been a few weeks since Capuchin Louisa arrived at the park, underweight and missing part of an arm. It's taken her all that time to come out of her shell, but the transformation has been incredible.
She's doing absolutely amazing. I cannot believe the amount of progress that she's made in such a small space of time. For the first few days, she literally wouldn't move off of one singular platform. She wouldn't use the ramps. And to see her now, she uses everything. She uses the fire hosing, the branches. You'll see her foraging in the hammocks. She's all over the place.
She's now living in Erico's group and has met most of the troop. She seems to have taken quite a shine to Matty, a male weeper capuchin who arrived at the park with a female called Louis 2 years ago. She sadly passed away, and now Matty has made a big impression on Louisa.
She was really keen. She tried reaching out to him to begin with, and he was a bit unsure. So she actually decided to use her foot instead of her hand because she could touch him, but with a little bit more distance between them. So that was really, really sweet to see. So I'm hoping that we might actually be able to develop quite a nice bond between these two and a nice friendship. She definitely seems quite feisty, and definitely I think she might turn out to be quite a dominant individual in the group. So we'll see what happens, but so far she's doing really nicely with the group.
Today, Donna is going to attempt to weigh the pair individually. For Louisa, it'll be the first time since she arrived 3 weeks ago.
Come on, guys, you coming in? Good boy, Matty.
Matty is up first, while Louisa hangs back in the bedroom. A mobile crate with scales inside is attached to the tunnel system.
Are you coming or not coming? Good boy, well done.
Matty can be a bit wary at training sessions, so every time he gets close to the scales, Donna rewards him.
Good boy. So we use the clicker as a bridge when he's done the behaviour that we want, which is bringing his whole body into the crate so that he knows he's done the right thing, and then he gets the reward for that. The reward comes after the bridge. Take your hand off the mesh for me. Good boy. 3.56. So that's a pretty perfect weight for him. So now you can see he's quite comfortable sat in there. Much better than I was expecting from Matty. Now you need to go so we can get Louisa. Well done. Right, come on then, Missy.
With Matty now in the opposite bedroom and unable to distract Louisa, it's her turn to get on the scales.
He's gone now.
Donna and the team have worked closely with her from day one, building up trust and rapport.
Good girl.
It pays off.
Good girl. She's lost a bit. She's 1.78.
The scales reveal Louisa's lost a few grams, but it's not unexpected.
She's gone from living in a cage doing almost nothing physical all day to now moving around all day long. So her body really has got to adjust to that. So I'm still confident that she will put on the weight. We will put her on a few bits of extras just to make sure that her weight is stable. We don't want her to lose any more. I'm really happy with the way that she is going. We'll maybe weigh her again in another week just to make sure that she's not continuing to drop and that everything that we've put in place is working.
The signs are positive. Louisa has made remarkable progress in a very short space of time, and now has the companionship she deserves. It's a glorious day and the chimps in Bart's group are all outside, finishing off their breakfast and relaxing. Apart from Eddie and her half-brother Bart, who were born at the park, they're now mainly in their 30s, with some just the other side of 40. The recent loss of Toprish, one of their youngest members, was a huge shock. It had an impact on many of the troop, particularly Bart. She was his favourite female.
Everyone was just a bit uneasy, and then sadly we did have a bit of a cold and flu bug going around at the same time, so on top of losing a member of the group, they all felt rubbish as well. So yeah, it's been a bumpy few months with this lot.
The loss of Toprish has had a knock-on effect for Argentine chimp Sasha too. She moved to the park a few months ago with her son Kangu. Because she was hampering his progress, the team decided to split them up and introduce them to separate groups. Kangu's now doing well in Brian's group, but Sasha's integration into Bart's larger troop of 16 has been slow progress.
It does impact the group, and I think they haven't been as open as I think they otherwise would have been. So yeah, she's had to kind of ride the wave of everyone being a bit more standoffish, but she perseveres. Like, you know, even when people are being mean to them, she still kind of holds her hand out and tries to be friendly. She doesn't react back. So yeah, I think she'll get there. It just might take a bit longer than we originally thought.
Sasha is yet to go outside. Instead, she's been meeting the other chimps indoors. Sean and the team have been handling the introductions carefully, selecting a mix of low and high rankers for her to meet. Some she's met one-on-one, and others in chosen pairs, such as Pepper and Beth.
Tried a few people. That worked quite well with Toprish back in the day. So yeah, we got Pepper down, but you can see Pepper wasn't 100% happy to begin with. Beth, thankfully, has been a superstar. She was, when Toprish was introduced to this group, she was the first chimp to give her a hug, and I think pretty much the first friend that Sasha's made as well. So guys count on the good old girl there. And yeah, she's slowly getting there.
Sasha is living in some of the end bedrooms at the chimp house. It means she only has contact with whoever is next door. But the primate care team are working on a plan to get the introductions back on track, and Sasha fully integrated into Bart's troop in the near future. Malagasy is home to the park's only group of ring-tailed lemurs. They're not monkeys, they're prosimians, which means first primates, and are native to the island of Madagascar. In lemur society, females are dominant, and Fennel has led the group for many years. In the wild, males are on the periphery of the troop and fight over the females when they're in season. In captivity, they tend to jockey for position more, which can put the group under strain. In Malagasy, there are 7 males and 1 female.
So Fennel is still our queen bee. She's still the leader of the group as the only female, but she is also getting a little bit older now. So we do see from her a little bit more reluctance to get herself involved if there is a bit of a scrap or some tension going on. She'd much rather snack and sunbathe than get involved with the politics, which is kind of fair enough. She definitely prefers the other older lemurs to the young sort of upstarts.
And it's the youngsters in the troop who've been responsible for recent tensions. Twin brothers Kurt and Friedrich are a lot younger than the majority of their housemates, who, apart from Al, are mainly in their 20s. The brothers have been ganging up on some of the less able group members, particularly Sirius.
Quite a lot of the times during the day, we actually have Kurt and Friedrich separate on one day, and Sirius will be out with the rest of the group. And then the following day, Kurt and Friedrich will spend time with the other lemurs, and Sirius and his brother Indiana will be inside for a bit to give them a break. They can still see the group and interact with them through the mesh outside. So it's no sort of big deal to just do that from time to time. At the moment, yeah, just for Sirius's safety, we're running people slightly separately.
It's not ideal, and the primate care team are working on bringing the group safely back together again. Their efforts are being aided by an improvement in Sirius's mobility. Recently, the team grew so concerned about his inability to get around, they called in the vet. Sirius was examined at the park's hospital and a number of X-rays taken. They revealed he was developing arthritis in his legs. He's now on long-term medication, and the difference is encouraging.
The lemurs have got this massive outdoor enclosure full of forest land, lots of ropes and things to jump around on, and being able to be fit and able and jump through the trees like the other lemurs is really important. At the moment, Sirius has now 100% got that, so we're really happy with him. He's doing really well. But again, that's something we're going to need to monitor, because if he starts to struggle to navigate the enclosure, we'll have to have a think whether he's able to stay in the enclosure, whether we can modify it in any way to make things easier for him to move around, and just basically keep a close eye and monitor the situation as we go forward.
In the wild, lemurs can live up to 25 years of age, but their life expectancy in captivity is longer. One of the park's lemurs, George, lived to the grand old age of 34. Sirius and his twin brother, Indiana, are in their early 20s, but aging very differently.
It's quite silly to watch him next to Indiana, though, because no one's told Indiana that he's an old boy. He's sort of big and strong and doesn't seem to be feeling it yet. But yeah, Sirius has definitely got to that point where you can see that he's getting older.
Ring-tailed lemurs are more terrestrial than most other lemur species. They spend a lot of time on the ground, particularly when travelling to find food. They have fabulous long, fluffy tails, which aren't just for show. They're used for communication between each other, especially when travelling on the ground and during conflict. Male lemurs have scent glands on their wrists and shoulders producing strong odours, which they wave towards rivals with their tails. They're also useful as a counterbalance when high up in the tree canopy, helping them move around more easily. On chillier days, the lemurs form a huddle, wrapping their tails around each other to keep warm. And when they're in a relaxed mood, there's nothing better than coming together for a spot of sunbathing and a grooming session. Next time on Monkey Life. A challenging trip to the great outdoors for some of the park's lorises, including feisty male Axel.
Everything's slightly more of a challenge for Loris, but we hope that Axel's just going to move at such speed that the tunnels will be no problem for him.
And Gibbons, Kim and Cayenne try to figure out breakfast and eventually decide it's delicious.